for the tail of the tape. I love these kind of fights. Call me a boxing junkie. 50-50 fighters. Flores a little bit older. Not much to distinguish them. The reach is the same. Their weight's all about the same. It's going to be a good action fight.
All right, Thunder Studios here in Long Beach. Here we go. The following bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing in the super featherweight division. Presented by Dmgboxing and Fightbook. Sponsored by Happy Jewelers. Our judges are Rudy Barragan, Fernando Villarreal, and Ron Scott Stevens. Our referee in charge of the action, Ray Armendariz. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at an even 130 pounds. Holding a professional record of 6 wins and 6 defeats, 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Medford, Oregon, please welcome Ezekiel Flores! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 128.8 pounds. Holding a professional record of 8 wins, 5 defeats, and 1 draw, 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of San Bernardino, California, this is Jesus Torres Chewy Beltran!
All right, look here for you guys, from about the bottom of the white letters on up is good. For you, from the bottom of the black band is good, okay? Gave you both instructions in the dressing room. I expect a clean, fair fight. Touch them up if you want. Back to your corners, wait for the bell.
All right, Ray Armendariz is our 3rd man in the ring. This is fight number 6. There's 13 scheduled for you here on Millions.co, Millions.co. Beto Duran, Mike Rodriguez with you. Chewy Beltran with a record of 8-5-1, 3 stoppages. Ezekiel Flores, 6-6, 3 stoppages. These are an evenly matched fight, Mike.
Yeah,
and this is the kind of fights that you like, right, guys? Just fighting for the love of it.
We talked about this yesterday. I think every card should have a fight like this. Guys that are veterans, they fought really good opposition. As you can see, both fighters have good camps behind them. Ezekiel with the red trunks, and Joel Diaz's charge, Chewy Beltran. Got a nice little design there. A little bit of green, a little bit of yellow.
Yeah, the camo.
The Sabas trunks. Our good friends over at Sabas out of Las Vegas. But I like these fights. Neither guy's a super big puncher by the record, so this is probably going to be one of those action fights similar to what we saw earlier with Torres and Zarate.
Now, Chewy Beltran is a fighter that he's in the Diaz training camp, and he's sparring all those young guys that Joel has, so he's got to earn his keep there. And Flores also, as Mondo told us, está loco. He's in that Maywood gym sparring everybody that he has there, and you know the sparring with him might as well be a fight.
Yes, and I talked to Joel Diaz before the fight, and I've worked many fights and had several world champions that I've worked with Joel Diaz. I said, what improvements has he made since he's been with you? What do you like? And he says, you know what, Mike, the thing I like the most is he listens.
Huh. And he's working.
Lands a good left hook underneath.
Yep. Flores in the red on the ropes trying to get out of there. Beltran will not let him off. Now he finally does to get to the center of the ring.
And he switches to southpaw.
Yes, I don't know. And he gets tagged with the right hand as a southpaw stance.
Yeah, he got buckled just slightly with that straight right hand. The one thing the difference is that I see with Beltran, he throws a little bit shorter, compact punches. Neither guy's much of a jabber. And let's see how long Ezekiel goes with that southpaw stance. But I think the reason he's moving, he went to that southpaw stance.
Something happened, right?
Exactly. Something didn't work, and I think it happened right there when they were on the ropes here last time. Oh, good exchange of left hooks, though.
Yeah. Another left hook nicely by Beltran in the camo. Less than a minute to go in the opening round. Scheduled for 8. And Flores coming back. He is not going to go away. Is Ezekiel Flores.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that the feeling out process is officially over.
Done, huh? Are we going to go 8 rounds, you think? Neither fighter has that knockout one power shot in them.
And both guys pretty durable.
Yep. You have to break somebody down.
And Ezekiel Flores, in his last fight, lost a unanimous decision to none other than Juan Estrada at the Fox Theater in Pomona. These guys are right in front of each other. I'm glad their trunks look
10
different.
seconds, guys. This is for the bell now. Stop! I got you. Let him out. Let him out.
I think Beltran was a little bit more accurate in that round.
For the bell now. Time!
You know, here at DMG, the fight action never disappoints, and neither does the DJ. As we take a look at some shots from the opening round, as Chuy Beltran really got around that elbow and landed some really good body shots. And I think Ezekiel Flores kind of felt his power right here. Switched it up to southpaw, and I think he ate a couple of good right hands as he moved straight in. But Ezekiel Flores also landed a good left hook of his own. So both guys definitely got each other's attention.
Let's go, guys.
Second round of action. Steven Navarro coming up next, a hot shot, top-ranked prospect who's 7-0 with 5 KOs. He is lightning fast. We'll be seeing him coming up on Millions.co. Make sure you tip your fighter, though. If you like what you see, you can tip them at Millions.co. Good crowd inside Thunder Studios.
It's always standing room only here.
I see fighter Diego Pacheco's in attendance.
Big Diego, he's got a fight coming up, I believe. A little bit of defense there from Beltran as he rolls under a couple of shots. But these guys are not having any trouble fighting each other.
Jesus Torres Beltran, Chuy, he's 24 years old, lives in San Bernardino, coming off a loss to Michael Bracamontes, a unanimous decision. That was in the desert, where he got shut out 80-72 on that one. Before that, last year, he beat Tenochtitlan Nava.
Beltran definitely likes to do the work with Ezekiel with his back up against the rope right there.
He should be. He's being aggressive about it. I like that. Bring the fight to him. Flores has lost his last two. In April, he lost to Matthias Radcliffe, who was 9-0.
So this is a big fight for both guys.
Absolutely. He also had a knockout in the first round. He got knocked out in the first round in Flores against Kermel Moten in Moten's pro debut, who that's a Mayweather kid that they really love.
And that was on the Canelo Charlo card. I was there.
Yes, sir.
I was in the same locker room with Moten that night, with him and his people. A very dynamic, similar to maybe a younger Tank Davis kind of fighter.
Moten's one of the big shots in the boxing world right now. And then after that, he also lost to Amado Vargas, Fernando's middle style.
So he doesn't turn down any smoke, though.
No,
that's for
at
damn
all.
sure. He don't care about the name brand or the name value. He's going to get in there. And that's what makes this such a good fight. He's trying to get a little bit of punching room. And I think that's what he's been looking for so far in these first two rounds.
And he gets tagged with that left. Does Flores.
Flores' face is starting to swell up a little bit on that right side. He lands a good
That's
uppercut.
nice.
Good combo by Beltran.
Beltran answers back with the combos. They're going to stand toe-to-toe in the center, and Flores' face is busted up. That nose is leaking, and Beltran going after it, going to combinations. Now he goes to the body as Flores against the ropes. Not a good spot for him. He's trying to get off of there, but he's not. He gets tagged again. Body shot upstairs from Chuy Beltran. Looking strong here to finish the second round at Thunder Studios in Long Beach, and Flores' nose is working.
That was a good close of the round there by Beltran. I like that jab, and then he leaned over and threw a good body shot. He's keeping his hands up high. It's not for lack of for Ezekiel Flores trying. But Beltran definitely has the quicker hands, and right now, he's letting them go. I'm going to try to get a word with Joel Diaz to see what he likes so far or what he doesn't like.
Third round of action. This was scheduled for our sixth bout of the night. Here at DMG Promotions in Long Beach, California, Thunder Studios. Excellent second round for Beltran. How can he take advantage as more blood from the nose of Flores? With Flores in the red going to the southpaw stance, which hasn't been working well for him. All right, so what's Joel Diaz saying for Beltran, Mike?
The devil's in the details. When you talk to Joel, he says that he picked up that Ezekiel Flores does not fight very good on his back foot, so he wants Chewy to back him up with the jab because he thinks he's going to be twice as more effective if he can do that.
And make sure you tip the fighters at millions.co. You like what you see? Tip the fighters. Modern world of 2025 where you can give the fighters your money and appreciate what they're doing for you. As Chewy Beltran in the camel looking good here through the middle of the third round.
And Ezekiel Flores' face is definitely the worst for the wear right now. And I like what Chewy Beltran's doing. You know, he's coming forward, but he's bending at the waist, he's moving, and he's being active with good short punches. And even though everything's not landing clean, like flush, it's still landing.
And now you see Flores in the red taking a deep breath as he goes up against the ropes again.
And remember we mentioned in the beginning of this fight that Joel Diaz liked the fact that Chewy listened. And he said he was happy that he was listening, and he's doing exactly what Joel told him to do to get Ezekiel Flores to fight off his back foot.
Flores will not stop coming. He will stand there, he'll trade with you, he'll wear the punches. And good upstairs shot from Flores. Best shots of the night for him.
Yes, he got him off, and now he comes back with a good left hook. And we're right in the middle of the ring here. Toe to toe, right in the center of the ring. And maybe Ezekiel Flores picked up that he knows he doesn't have much success when he's fighting off his back foot, because now what is he doing? He's kind of owning the center of the ring and pushing Beltran back.
For the first time tonight. And he should just stay orthodox. There's no need for him to switch southpaw.
Yeah, I just think he's trying to figure things out. Good body shot, good body work, but he landed a good left hook.
Yeah, Flores looking good. And he's changed his approach here, middle of the third round, and it's been effective for him. But now he goes back to the ropes where it has not been well.
And that's been a huge disadvantage with him so far. When he fights in the center of the ring, everything's been pretty equal.
Good.
But this is where he gets himself into trouble. And some highlights. More of the same. Chewy Beltran with Ezekiel Flores against the ropes. That's when he's had the most success, listening to his trainer, Joel Diaz. Joel Diaz also said he doesn't want him coming in reckless, and he did a pretty good job that round. Flores had a couple of good moments. He landed his best punches of the fight. I just don't know if it was enough to win the round. We're scheduled for 8, coming up to round 4.
Fourth round, scheduled for 8. Good back and forth. Good back and forth action. Now Flores comes out aggressive in the red. Into the middle of the ring.
Stop! Stop! I got you. Back up. Let's go.
This is the kind of fight we expected with guys with a record like this. Where they're going to go back and forth as Flores got tagged to the body and he's moving around, Mike. He did not like that body shot, and Beltran should cut off the ring because Flores did.
Yeah, right now he's following him, and I just talked to Ezekiel Flores' trainer, one of them, Armando Huerta, and he just said what they want Ezekiel Flores to do is start low at the body and then work his way up at the top. But like you said, he got hit with a good body shot, and now he's on his bicycle a little bit.
Stop! I got you. Both of you guys.
Yeah, Ray Almandara, both of you guys just stop complaining here.
It's a good physical fight. Good right hand by Ezekiel Flores. But what happens? Chewy Beltran comes back with 4 or 5 more.
A
Good body shot.
Flores is complaining that it's low, but it was right on the belt line.
No, that was right in front of us. That was a good, clean, effective scoring body shot.
But Flores has been tagged by the body, did not like it early in the round. I don't think he's recovered from those body shots. He's trying to go upstairs.
Well, pretty soon you start getting hit with body shots. You start feeling them in different places. You might think that it was a low blow, but it wasn't. You're right. Loco loves to fight.
Yeah.
His right eye starting to swell a little bit. I don't think it's going to be a huge problem in an 8-round fight as he switches to southpaw once again.
And when he switches southpaw, he's been getting tagged very easily.
The one thing that Ezekiel Flores hasn't done that I think he could have some success is he hasn't been able to push Beltran back. Nobody's as good fighting backwards as they are forward. And I think one thing Joel Diaz may point out to Beltran is he needs to stop following him. He needs to cut
the
off.
ring off.
He needs to cut the ring off.
Uppercut from Flores, that was nice. Flores with a nice flurry in the red. The 1-2 for Flores, another uppercut. He's found a home for the uppercut here late in the 4th round.
And that's probably his best sustained action of the fight. He actually got Beltran's attention with those punches.
Absolutely, Mike Rodriguez, the best Flores flurry of the night, but he's still leaking from the nose, leaking from the eye, and both fighters have work to do in the corner.
And he don't mind leaking from the nose or the eye. I think he might have won that round. A little bit of action. There you see Flores getting on his horse after taking a good body shot. And I think something he did this round that he hadn't been doing. He actually rolled and made some defensive moves and then punched after that. Beltran's been committed to that body. But that last minute of the round in the center of the ring, Ezekiel Flores has some good moments. And I think his corner is probably going to tell him they need more of that. It's a good 1-2 down the pipe.
Round number 5, and you heard the referee, Real Mandar, say, keep it clean, watch the head. So if you're Joel, what do you tell Beltran right now?
I think more of the same. He's having success when he's been able to push Ezekiel Flores back. Any problem that he's had, and hasn't been much, has been in the center of the ring when Flores is maybe getting him on his heels a little bit. But also, like we talked about earlier, he's just not cutting the ring off. If he was cutting the ring off there, Ezekiel Flores wouldn't have been able to push him clear across the ring.
And Flores has found his 2nd win, the man in red. Closed the 4th round strong, opening up the 5th round excellent.
I think the reason he's having success finding that right hand is, if you notice, Beltran's starting to move his head over his knee a little bit, and he's falling a little bit over. And now Ezekiel Flores is both left and right hands getting a little bit closer to him.
That right hand landed by Flores, but he's against the ropes, works off of it, gets to the center of the ring where he's had success tonight. Uppercut, body shot from Flores.
A good observation on your part. I think Flores caught his 2nd win.
Yeah, his face doesn't show it, but he's acting like he's fresh.
Yeah, your face ain't going to catch a second, nothing but more swelling.
And there's good shot from Beltran, keeping Flores against the rope. And you see Flores take a deep breath.
Deep breath.
Big right hand from Beltran. Flores against the ropes, needs to protect himself, trying to get away. The referee's telling him to show me something.
He's
Beltran
tired.
looking at it, and Flores trying to hold on, and he does.
I think all that success he had might have taken a lot out of him.
Referee told Flores, show me something. If you're Beltran, you got to jump on him.
And I'm sure Beltran heard that as he lands a good 1-2. And now you see Ezekiel Flores trying to hold a little bit. He hasn't really held all
just
night.
On him, jumping on him. Flores has been warned a number of times. Still throwing punching back. Lands a left hook to Flores.
He landed 2 of them. Because Flores came in with his head over his knee again and fell over a little bit and made himself susceptible to that.
Beltran in the camel, Flores in the red. Beltran's letting Flores off the hook though. Now he puts the pressure on. Beltran is having trouble breathing. I mean, Flores is because Beltran's pressure here in the 5th round. Uppercut from Flores. That's all he's got left. And now Beltran lets him get away.
And those body shots are really taking an effect on him. Now you see Ezekiel Flores is going corner to corner.
Flores
and
trying to hold on.
Chewy Beltran has not ignored the body.
Long round for Ezekiel Flores. He felt the toll.
Good right hand by Beltran over the top. That was a rough round for Flores.
And the doctor's going to get called in because Rayan Mandares does not like what he sees from the Flores camp.
And his face is a bloody mess. He had some good work right here, but I just wasn't sustained enough. And Beltran is really moving his hands really well. The only issue I see is him falling over a little bit, and he got hit with some shots, but other than that, he moved Ezekiel Flores around that ring pretty much that entire round.
And the doctor says that Flores can't continue, so we will head to a new round.
I would really look for Beltran this round, for Joel Diaz to tell him to really go out and go after, really go after that body, slow him down that first minute, and then maybe go up to the head.
Round number 6. Can Beltran jump on him and end it? Because Flores is out of fumes.
And I think the referee is going to have Ezekiel Flores, rightfully so, on a short leash here, Beto.
Yeah, good flurry for Beltran might be enough.
But Ezekiel Flores, being the type of fighter that he is, he's probably going to sell out at some point and empty the gas tank.
But every now and then he'll slip one in there that keeps Beltran behind.
He's landed a couple of good shots. It just hasn't been sustained enough to really affect what Chewy Beltran's doing. And hats off to him going with Joel Diaz and listening to him. Because everything that Joel Diaz told me before the fight and during the fight, Beltran is doing that. He's listening.
This is just giving Flores a chance to recover. And Flores throwing the uppercuts, landing.
Yeah, I think where Flores gets in trouble is that last minute of each round. Because he's obviously well conditioned. He's a pro. But watch, you're going to see some body shots that are going to slow him down the last half of the round. Good defense by Beltran.
There's that body shot.
There it is. When you see that retreat, there was a little bit of give, and now those body shots are coming.
There it is, it's over, jumping on, and it is a 6-round stoppage for Chewy Beltran.
Good job by the referee. He was right on top of that.
Flores exhausted in his corner.
That's a good win for him.
122 of round number 6 for Chewy Beltran. That's a tough fight.
Very tough fight. Hats off to both guys. You know what? I'm going to repeat this again. The matchmaking on this is an entertaining fight for the fans. The fans won in this fight. As you can see, some highlights before he closed the show. Good combinations. The referee, Ray Armendariz, he even told Ezekiel Flores before the round, you got to show me something. He was right there. Excellent job by that referee. You don't want anybody taking unnecessary punishment. He was tired. He was battered. He was still fighting.
Yeah, he had been warned, and not much resistance from Flores. Again, a lot of heart from Flores, but grinding. Good win for Chewy Beltran. Get him win number 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 6 rounds, we have referee Ray Armendariz calling a halt to this bout at 1 minute 22 seconds in round number 6, declaring your winner by knockout, Jesus Torres Chewy Beltran.
So Chewy Beltran gets the victory. Congratulations to Chewy, and respect to Ezekiel Flores. David Azar. Good fight here, brought to you by DMG Promotions. here at Thunder Studios in Long Beach, California. Now here's a fight that a lot of people in the building are ready for, the anticipation. But before that, let me show you the highlights of this fight that went 6 rounds, a stoppage in the 6th round. It was the early body attack by Chewy Beltran that would pay off at the end of the fight, as Beltran dedicated himself to the body and was able to go upstairs, and that was the difference as he wore down the rugged Ezekiel Flores, who loses for the 7th time in his career. But Beltran attacking when he had to. Good flurries from Beltran, and he brought it in the 5th. As Flores had an excellent 4th round, but it's that 5th round where Beltran attacked the body, dedicated himself to going and just working Flores. And then the referee had told him, you need to show me something. If they had the doctors come into the corner between rounds and check on him, the doctors allowed him to go. But they said, we want to see something from you. A good flurry from Chewy Beltran would end it, as there was no resistance from Flores, and protect the young fighter for another day. So Chewy Beltran, with Joel Diaz in his corner, gets win number 9.
All right, fight fans, here we go. 6 rounds of boxing coming your way in the super featherweight division. Presented by Dmgboxing and Fightbook. Sponsored by Casa Mexico. Our judges are Rudy Barragan, Fernando Villarreal, and Ron Scott Stevens. Our referee in charge of the action once the bell rings is Ray Armendariz. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing in at 133.8 pounds, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 22 losses, and 1 draw. 9 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Culiacán, Sinaloa, Mexico, presentamos Jesus Ramon Diamante Perez. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighing in at 134.2 pounds, holding a professional record of 11 wins, 1 defeat, and 1 draw. 4 wins coming by way of knockout. Fighting out of Maywood, California, this is Eric Mondragon!
Referee Ray Armendariz to give the fighters the final instructions. Bout number 10.
All right, look here, buddy. From here on up, it's good for you. De aquí para arriba está bien para ti. Ya te di instrucciones en el vestidor. I gave you instructions in the dressing room. Pero una pelea limpia, I want a clean fight. Choque guantes, touch gloves, back to your corners.
Eric Mondragon with the black trunks, with the blue and white lettering. Jesus Ramon Perez, the black trunks, trimmed in gold. Round 1. Perez has fought a who's who of undefeated prospects. His last 6 opponents have been undefeated. He's had 185 rounds, professional rounds of boxing, and he turned pro back in September, way back in September of 2011. Another one of those Maywood boxers tonight with Eric Mondragon. But this is his first fight in 2025. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. And his only loss was to an undefeated Haven Brady. Both guys kind of feeling each other out right now. Perez has that long reach. It's going to be up to Eric Mondragon to break that guard. The one thing I noticed right away about guys with longer necks is their heads tend to pop up a little bit more just anatomically than guys that are shorter in stature, as both guys try to land to the body. Jesus Perez, 35 years old, with a little fringe of gray on the sides. Both guys trying to find their range as Mondragon lands a good right hand. Comes in with a left hook, but it didn't do as much damage. Snaps his head back with a jab and a 1-2. Mondragon hasn't thrown many jabs, but he's thrown good, effective jabs. He's landed a lot of the jabs that he's thrown. And if you heard the ref, we got a cut on Perez from a punch. We'll take a closer look at that as we close out round number 1. And it looks like it's on the left eyelid. And when a fighter is cut, your cornermen need to get that stool, and they can't waste any second. Every second counts up there. Here's some highlights right here. A left hook right hand pushes Perez back. He winged some shots, but he didn't land many effective, clean scoring shots. I think if Mondragon ups his intensity and his volume this round, he may be able to do even a little bit more damage. Beginning of round 2. And Mondragon gets warned for hitting behind the head. A minute into this round, and we are joined by a very special guest. Can you hear us?
Yep.
And we're here with a featured bout on the December 12th card for Dmgboxing. Next month, we're here with Lawrence King. Lawrence, how you doing?
I'm feeling good right now. It's a great event. I'm happy. Got my family with me.
And I see you got a partner with you. Who's this handsome young man next to you?
This is my son right here. He's, 5 years old, big kid.
Yes. Well, his dad's a big guy. How's training going for your December 12th fight?
Everything's going good. I'm doing better on everything, so I'm locked in. I'm ready to go and, give a performance that nobody's ever seen.
Yeah. What do you think of the fights tonight?
To be honest, I just got here late, but these last 2 fights, it's been great right now. So this is a good fight. Stylistically, a great matchup. Great distance between both fighters, and this is an amazing event right now.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Some things that you were trying to correct. What is it that you're trying to correct to really get your career going?
So I've been having some hiccups. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. I've been having some hiccups and dealing with some personal things outside the ring. As far as it's been making me not locked in all the way. So I missed weight a few times, and now I'm just looking better than ever. Like, I'm in shape right now. I'm lower than I've ever been, and started in the camp. So this is going to be great.
And we're here December 12th with Lawrence King. Lawrence, I've known you a bunch of years, so when you first started your career.
Yes.
And I've always thought very highly of his. Mondragon lands a really good body shot.
Beautiful.
I think you have all the talent in the world. I'm really looking to call in your fight December 12th.
Yes.
And I think the sky's the limit for you as Mondragon lands a big left hook. What can the fans expect from you on December 12th?
Well, we all know that I'm a power puncher, but I want to display a talent that I haven't been able to display. And I want people to know that I'm truly a beast.
And here we are with Lawrence. Let's bring that handsome young man in here.
Baby. Come on. Get over
And
here.
folks, this is Lawrence King. We're coming December 12th here at Thunder Studios, Dmgboxing. Lawrence, it's a great crowd here tonight. We're going to have a great crowd, I'm sure, December 12th.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're going to have a lot of people here. But not to look past this fight, what are you looking for in 2026?
2026, I want to get one more fight in, and I want to start going for the bigger fights. I want to get guys like Kellen Smith. I want to get a David Benavidez, David Moreau. I want those kind of fights. And they've been on the table before, but, you know, people go different routes, and it is what it is. I just got to deal with it and keep on pushing.
Now, I'm a boxing junkie and aficionado of boxing. You are world ranked, is that
Yes,
correct?
most definitely.
Okay, well, I just wanted to thank you for stopping by. Anybody you'd like to thank in anticipation for your December 12th fight?
I want to thank DMG most definitely, and I want to thank God. I want to thank my coach Trevor Sembrano, and appreciate the Big Mike, man, for having me on the.
Well, we go back a long way, man, and I just wanted to
definitely.
say hello to you. And young man, you have a good holiday season. Thank you very much for stopping by,
I
buddy.
appreciate you.
As we start round 3, that was nice of Lawrence to stop by with his son. I love when a fighter and a grown man acknowledges some of the mistakes they've made. You know, sometimes they have to deal with problems. As Perez comes in wildly and knocks down Mondragon. Now, not sure if he's really hurt or if he was off balance. I know his feet got a little tangled up, but nonetheless, it's a knockdown. And that'll give Perez some life. He's got a very awkward style. Awkward enough that sometimes it might even be effective. And it leads me to believe that Mondragon might be a little hurt because he's holding and he's doing the smart thing. But he's in retreat, and could we have another upset? Could we have another upset in front of us? He's definitely got some hope. He's like that ugly guy at the nightclub that finally gets a good-looking girl to dance with him, and he's making the most of his opportunity. Good right hand by Mondragon. And now he's got Perez in trouble. And he's fighting back with that Maywood gym fighting spirit. And Perez is hurt, and the ref's going to call that a knockdown as his glove hit the ground. He's not happy about it, but by the rules, that was a knockdown. And we're going to have some good fight drama here this last minute of this third round because Mondragon looks re-energized. He doesn't look hurt anymore. And he's going to try to get this guy out of there. And now it's Perez who's holding on. And they're all over this ring. Good jab. And referee Ray Armendariz is going to stop the fight. And lots of the Maywood boxing faithful are up, standing, and they're very happy. Improving his record to 12-1 with one draw, now 5 KOs. Eric Mondragon. Jesus Perez had his window of opportunity, and it shrank. At 2 minutes and 24 seconds of round 4, your winner, Eric Mondragon. There's some very happy folks over there. Charles and Mando Huerta and the Eric Mondragon faithful. Ray Armendariz has done a wonderful job tonight refereeing. He's had to actually be put into action and make some tough decisions, and he's done a really great job. Sometimes these officials get criticized, judges get criticized. Heck, as a cut man, sometimes I'll get criticized. But the bottom line is he's doing what's best for the fighter and fighter safety. And we're going to take it up to our ring announcer, Chad Fishburne.
Fight fans, referee Ray Armendariz calls a halt to this bout at 2 minutes 24 seconds in round number 3, declaring your winner by knockout, Eric Mondragon.
Eric Mondragon is building up a nice record. He is now 12-1 with 1 draw. As you see, Yuko Morales, Charles Huerta, some longtime friends that I've worked fights with and against. And there was Perez. He had an opportunity there because he had Mondragon in a little bit of trouble. But Mondragon stuck with it. He held on just long enough to weather the storm, and that jab, and people don't think jabs can cause a lot of damage, but they really can. It really snapped his head back and really bothered his equilibrium.